I'm live, guys. Here I am. Another day, another dollar. I'm broke, broke, broke. Uh, Call me crazy because I'm all in. Um, I have a total of 17 printers, 16 A1 minis, uh, of which 12 are on their way. And I bought one P1S for myself to sit over there in the corner so that I can operate it. Working on prototypes. They are ordered at $199 a piece. I can't pass them up. Um, the electrician will come and get it in. What you're watching in the background is my automation is still running. This is a two set. It's running a full setup, two sets. It's going to loop through two full sets of chess pieces in a single color. My fingers are crossed that I have enough filament for both sets. I believe I do, if my calculations are correct. If not, I'm screwed. It's just another test. It's not production. So what did I order today? What have I bought? I'm almost $17,000 into this right now, with more to go. My wife thinks I'm a little off my rocker. Um, my accountant always gives me a hard time that I need more money. I need more money. So I told him I have an investor, and he's like, "Well, do you really need an investor? You got plenty of money." Now all of a sudden I got plenty of money. And I said, "Good." I sent him a message back, "Good," because I already spent another $5,500. Today I bought the printers. And then what do you need with a printer? You need filament. So this is what I ordered for filament. I have 50 rolls of white, 50 rolls of black, 10 rolls of purple, 10 rolls of pink, 10 rolls of yellow, 30 rolls of red, 30 rolls of blue, and 20 rolls of green. Running that many machines, my guess is I'm going to go through it pretty quick. I went through 8 in less than a week with 4 printers just playing around, and they weren't running automation and they weren't running all the time. I will run all machines on loops, printing product, getting ready for my launch. I know it's crazy. I know people think I'm nuts, but I really did think this through very well. And I'm not here to brag about the money I spent. I have it, so I'm able to invest in it. I wish I could help more people, but this is what I know how to do. I know how to build a business. I know how to build systems and processes. What you see running is a test of my system. This makes sure that when I have all the machines set up, which is probably going to take me another week or two, I still need more electricity back in the shop. Oh, yeah, by the way, the shop's back in the back corner again, back in the big room. My wife finally understood that I was all in on this and that I was really doing it. She said the girls will just have to play well together. So what do I got going on? Just another day of testing. I'm kind of watching out the front door for the UPS truck, which is what I need. I'm pretty much ready to start. I think the only thing I'm missing is I need to go get some shelving units and start putting them together. I need to have clean out the closet, organize my storage closet for the filament and the dehumidifier to keep the humidity down. What is my humidity today? My house isn't too bad. My house is running at 32% humidity. So I don't really, I'm not going to need a lot of, um, I'm not going to need a big dehumidifier. They say under 30. Um, we'll see. We'll see. I will make it right, but it's all about the systems, guys. I have my systems in place. Um, I'm watching my son-in-law, who I bought a printer for. Call me crazy. I bought him an A1 Mini with a AMS, so he can print up to 4 colors. He has shown me his boat. He printed a boat, so the printer's set up. Um, he's tried 5 or 6. He's like a squirrel. He's a squirrel hunter. I've tried to tell him he's got to lock in on one product. That's how a business is built. It's on one product, and he's bouncing all over the place. And the he printed a sword, and the sword didn't work right, so he skipped that. And now he printed something else, and he printed something else, and I said, that's where you're going wrong. You need to pick a product. I picked chess pieces. And then you have to keep printing that product until you get it just the way you want to sell it. I have my setup. My product is printing. Um, I will probably try and go live on my phone so that you can see the room as it starts to get developed. It's a disaster in there right now. Because I'm moving stuff around. I'm changing printers. The way the printers are set up on the first rack, um, I'm just not real happy with the setup. So I do need to make those adjustments. Um, if you're wondering what the flashlight's for, my old ASIs can't see in that room. It doesn't have enough light if the curtains are closed. Um, and the windows were so dirty I couldn't open the curtains. I had somebody come in and clean all the windows today, power wash my driveway and stuff. Um, the the but that's a problem I see for a lot of people. They get on an idea and they print 5, 6, 10 of them, and they go, "Okay, I'm done." And I'll print more when they sell. I'm going to print a couple thousand chess pieces before I even send one in to Amazon. I'm going to print all the way till January. Now, I may not just print this set. I may find that I have what I feel like is enough inventory, and I'll start printing the weighted ones. I am going to have 4 printers running the boards, the chess boards, in that box assembly that I showed you before. I know I showed it to you. There's a lid for it. The lid goes on it. Chess pieces go in it. Chessboard fills it. Makes the sides for it. Nice portable unit. Something a kid can put on his dresser and play chess with his friends. Things like that. If I find that I have time, I may expand my product line, but I'm not sure of it. I am focused on getting the one set out. And then we'll look at the higher end pieces. But until I have this set that you see printing now up and running, that's all I'm doing. I don't see any real comments. No comments today. Wow. People bouncing in and out. I understand. This is, again, this is a record for me to look back on. I may want to reflect back in 10 years about where I started if this thing blows up on me. If I fail, I may want to go back and watch and see why I failed. Maybe I was too cocky. I know a lot of people think I'm a cocky SOB. But I'm pretty confident in myself. And it's not because I'm confident. It's because through experience, I've learned how to run a business. Um, the chess pieces right now, it looks like I can run 3 sets a day in a 24-hour loop. My plan is to start it at like about 8 o'clock in the morning, let it run the loop, and then do maintenance on the machine and run it again. 24-hour loops. I want to change the plates. I want to wash the plates in dawn. I'm going to check the needles. I'm going to check the heads. I'm going to check and make sure everything's operational. Once a week, everything will be greased, cleaned and greased. All axles, any moving part that I can grease will be greased or lubed. I am running this as a system. This is a full blown system. There's no way that I cannot do this now. I'm too far in to say, oops, I'm not doing this. I got a lot of money tied up, and I took the money out of my retirement, so I have no choice but make it work. Anybody got any questions? I'm always open to questions. I can't explain printing to you. I'm not that smart. I've only been printing for 5 days, guys. 5 days of printing. I can't wait for a year from now when I look back on this and go, 5 years ago, a year ago, this is where I was, and how far I come. So far, I haven't had any real problems. I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of problems. Why did I buy all the printers so quickly? They're on sale. I'm a little worried about inventory. And then it's going to take them quite a while to stock back up. So I decided that since I had the money handy, I cashed out some stock. I would pull the trigger and buy them. And with printers, you need filament. So I bought that order. That order of filament was $2,142.68. I believe it'll give me enough filament to last until the end of the year, so that I don't have to worry about a rush on filament when everybody gets their new printer. I should have enough filament to work. Again, my humidity in the house right now is 31% without a dehumidifier. Once I get back in that room and I have the door closed, with an air filter is coming tomorrow and my dehumidifier is coming tomorrow, I'll be able to keep it down well below 30, which will keep it dry enough that the filament will run fine and storage won't be an issue. I do have silicone beads or whatever, the dry stuff that everybody uses coming, so that'll help me. Guys, I really don't have a whole lot to go over because now it's about printing parts for the printers. I'm printing poop bins and the automatic head pusher and the stand for it to sit on and all the stuff I need to make it run properly the way I want. There's a whole lot of just setup work. It's I got to, as you can see, that room is, I got rid of all the boxes so that I can get the printer, the racking systems in there. I got to, set them up, and then I got to put the foam around all the shelves so that the shelves don't vibrate to keep the noise down. I am going to put some kind of radio in there with a music on low so it doesn't, you don't hear the printers as much. I have a lot of filament coming. I've tried to think of everything I could possibly need. I got 8 needles coming. Bamboo has a big Black Friday sale on, so I was able, when I bought the printers, I got a lot of accessories to set up. The other thing I'm going to get is I'm probably going to go out and get some cameras today, um, to do live streams of printing. I'd like to get that room cameraed up so that you can look around when uh, when I'm doing these lives. I'd like to have 4 or 5 cameras behind me on the screen like that printer head's going right now. I'd like to have 4 or 5 screens so that you could see everything going on. Um, for now, I'm using Bamboo as my control panel. Um, my automation is through what the hell's the name of that software? I bought the professional version. That piece blew off yesterday, and I said I would buy it. It's Farm Loop. Farm Loop is my app that allows me to set up this automation. This thing will print a total of 34 pieces. There's 17 in each one of my sets. I sell it with an extra queen, just like my competitor does. I did buy my competitor's product. Mine is bigger and nicer. Our kings are exactly the same height, 95 millimeters, but he cheated and dropped all his other pieces smaller because it uses less plastic, and over 1,000 units, it saves him $30 a profit, and nobody, there's not anybody else out there selling this stuff that can compete with his pricing for a better quality. I have a better quality. My product is solid, as I found out yesterday. Theirs is hollow, so I have advantages. So these are all things you got to take into consideration. As I'm talking about this, I believe this is a God thing for me that I started this business, because I got people that are going to be involved. See, it's hollow. That's theirs. Theirs is hollow. All my pieces have a solid fill. So between 2:30 and 5:30, we got a ton of stuff coming. Amazon just sent me a notice on when my stuff's coming in. So, guys, unless you have any questions, I'm going to get back to work. I got to go get vacuum. I got to go vacuum that room out, start cleaning that closet out, because the filament's probably going to be here early next week. Printers will be here between now and Sunday. If you set up a print farm, a little hint: Bamboo Labs sells their printers for the same price on Amazon as they do their website. On their website, they limit you to 5. On Amazon, you can buy 20 in one shot. I bought 9 a little while ago, and they didn't have a problem with it, which is a good thing to know. My filament, one thing before I go, my filament will be rotated. First in, first out, meaning I will put a date code or something, a date on the package. That's the date I received it. I want to make sure that I use the oldest stuff first, because of my volume. That may come into play at some time. You can tell the difference in the pieces. The one on the right is the king. The reason I know it's the king is, 1, I placed it there. 2, if you look, it has a wider section it's working on, where there's one on the left is starting to work its way up. I believe that one is a bishop. Eventually, all the cameras will be live. When the cameras are live 24/7, you'll be able to come on to my YouTube channel and see this stuff live. You'll be able to come in at 3 o'clock in the morning and see what's going on with my printers. Hopefully, if they're on fire, you can wake me up and tell me they're on fire. I won't hear you, but that's all I got for today. It is day 7, I believe we're at, or day 8. I don't even know what day we're at now, guys, but we're getting there. The Truman Show. I don't know what Truman is, but okay, I'll go for it. Thanks, Ryan. I'm all in on the printers. I dumped a ton into it. I'm going to be selling chess pieces on Amazon. I hope you're not my competition because you're much smarter than I am, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Guys, I movie where they watch this dude live stream 24/7. Okay, yeah, well, that's what you're going to be able to do. You're going to be able to pop into my shop and see it live. And the reason I'm doing that is for security. Everybody has a cell phone, everybody texts. I'm going to set up security anyway that I can get to my phone. Why not just go the extra step and put it live on YouTube? If you guys watch it for an hour, I get paid 2 cents or some crazy, ridiculous number. Ridiculously low number. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I want to show you what it takes to build a business of size. Guys, remember, God loves you. Lord knows I'm trying. Until tomorrow, I'm out of here.